Hey, honey, how's it going? Look, I'm sorry I was late, and I'm sorry that I got kept out. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to have a superhero boyfriend. Hey, that chicken cacciatore looks great. Would you like me to heat it up with my vision? Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Look, sweetheart, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. It's just when Lex Luthor goes on a tear, he can really mess up Metropolis. Yep, robots. It's always robots. Look, I know you would have been out there, but I told you, you deserve this day off. It's not like the rest of the folks at the Daily Planet can't handle the world without one day with Lois Lane. Okay, that's fair. I know that I tell you that they always need Superman. But you know what? I feel terrible if there is a tornado in Malaysia or a tsunami in Japan. I can't not help. When I sit there in the upper atmosphere, I can hear everything. I can hear them all. I can hear the muggings, the assaults, and yes, the supervillain attacks. And those are the ones that I try to respond to the most. But I know that's not fair to you. And so I want to try to make it up to you. So, Lois, I was thinking maybe you and I could take a vacation. Now, I know that I'm Superman and it's my job to save the world, but if I'm not taking care of my own marriage, what else am I doing? What is the point? So I spoke with the League, and they said they would bring in some of the reserves to have a little bit extra. And I thought maybe you and I could go somewhere special. So, what do you think to going off planet? There are literally hundreds of habitable planets nearby, and of course, untold millions throughout the galaxies. And with my Kryptonian technology, they're all relatively close. So, one of the places we could go would be Thangaria. It's a wonderful planet. With their wings, they're able to fly, and I'm sure I could get Hawkman or Hawkgirl to lend us a couple of pair of nth metal wings, and you could fly about, and just like me. How would that sound? No? Well, keep it in mind. I just want to do something that makes you happy. What about if we don't go off-world? I happen to know the king of Atlantis. How would you like to spend a week in Atlantis? I mean, going to the beach is fine, but imagine going below the ocean. So the Atlantean scientists have a device they can kind of spray you with that will give you temporarily the abilities of an Atlantean. Because as much as you would enjoy your time under the ocean, it'd be kind of, restrictive and bulky to have to be wearing a suit all the time. So think about that. You could just swim through the deep ocean. You wouldn't feel cold. You wouldn't feel the crushing weight. It would all just feel normal. You'd be able to see perfectly. And you'd be able to interact with the incredible wildlife that's down there. There is some truly remarkable things. Trust me. If you think Aquaman riding a giant seahorse was the most unusual thing you've seen, not even close. Not even close. There are some crazy creatures down there, and they are beautiful. And of course, with me nearby, you'd always be safe, and because of some of them can get a little on the bitey side. Well, keep that in mind because I think you would enjoy that. But, I don't know if you know this, but your husband has the ability to travel through time. The Flash taught me how, and by accelerating to certain speeds, I can actually cross the time barrier and actually travel through time. What do you say to ancient Greece or ancient Rome? We could go visit there. One of the really fun places to go would be Themyscira, but unfortunately, I'm not allowed. Plus, we could potentially be altering the time stream if I'm interacting with Wonder Woman before I've met her. But I think there are some remote islands that we could stay at where we'd have limited contact with other humans, and the chance of us actually affecting the timeline are minimal. I've spoken with some of the more frequent time travelers that I know, and as long as, we keep our contact with other humans kind of on the down low, it actually won't affect much. The timeline of this universe isn't like the whole step on a butterfly and everything changes. It really wants to go in a certain direction. So unless you go and kill Caesar 2 years earlier, that kind of thing, it doesn't really change much. So imagine that. We could enjoy a Greek vacation, relaxing next to the beach. We could surreptitiously, in disguise, interact with some of the locals nearby. Have a really good time. What do you think about those? Really? Are you sure? You want to go on a cruise? Lois Lane, what are you up to? No, one of my superpowers is not reading minds. We've just been married, and I happen to know when you're thinking of something. What is it? That's what I suspected. You've got a story, don't you? You know something crooked is going on with that cruise line, and you know that they're probably trafficking human beings. Well, I, for one, am terribly offended that you throw aside all of my wonderful ideas and instead want to go and be an investigative journalist like you were made to be. I'm kidding, of course. Lois, I couldn't be more proud and amazed that you chose to marry me. You're the real super person in this family. Of course, I'd love to go with you, incognito as Clark, and we'll find out what's really going on. But I promise I'll keep things on the down low. We'll keep the cape wrapped up, maybe just a few surreptitious x-ray visions to help you kind of find out what's going on, maybe using my super speed to read some documents real quick if you need. But I want you to do this. I'm here to support you. So, how about this? Tomorrow I'll go and book the cruise that you're talking about. I'll do a little research of my own. Remember, I'm a reporter too, Lois. And we'll see if we can't get to the bottom of what's going on. That's all I really care about, Lois. I don't care about if we go to space or Atlantis or ancient Greece. All I care about is that I'm spending my time with you. Ever since I came to this world, I didn't know if I would fit in. But as long as I've got you, I've got everything. Thank you, Lois. So, mind if I reheat that chicken real quick? Okay. And then we'll eat. Oh, hey, how's it going? Did you enjoy your trip to ancient Greece? Oh, you chose not to go to there? Well, whatever you choose to do, I hope you're enjoying these role plays. And I hope you'll subscribe to Roleplay Riot to see more Would you like to see another Superman roleplay? I happen to have one of those, and I'd love to show it to you. And most of all, have a great day.